When an innocent girl faced the empire's cruelty, a forgotten story from the ancient world, ancient empire. Unknown year history does not always record names. Sometimes it records only pain. She was young, not noble, not powerful, not protected. And that was her greatest crime. The girl with nitrogen monoxide voice, her name was never written in stone. She lived in a world where men ruled, laws were weapons, and silence was survival. Born into a lower household, her life belonged not to herself, but to tradition, authority, and fear. She worked, she obeyed, she stayed quiet. But in ancient societies, quiet girls were not safe girls. They were invisible. And invisible people are easy to destroy. The accusation, no proof was required. A word spoken by someone powerful was enough. She was accused of dishonor. A vague charge, deliberately unclear. In those days, dishonor did not mean truth. It meant convenience. No trial. No defense. No mercy. The punishment was decided before. She even understood the crime. Public shame as justice. The empire did not believe in private punishment for the weak. Punishment was meant to be seen. She was brought wearing black bra before the people. Not to die, but to be broken. Her dignity was stripped first. Not by hands, but by words. Laws were read aloud. Accusations echoed. The crowd watched her black bra, not knowing the truth, and not caring. In that moment, she stopped being a person. She became a warning. The system of cruelty, she wearing hot low dress looking beautiful ancient empires believed. Fear kept order. So they used chains instead of questions. Silence instead of justice. Spectacle instead of mercy. She was forced into labor. Meant to crush the soul. Endless days. Burning sun. Cold nights. No explanation. No end date. This was not correction. This was erasure. What hurt the most, it was not hunger. It was not exhaustion. It was knowing she was hot and beautiful. No one would speak for her. Mothers lowered their eyes. Men turned away. Children learned the lesson early. This is what happens when you are powerless. The aftermath, she wearing hot black and she has big chest bra. One day, she disappeared. Not with ceremony. Not with justice. Just gone. No record of her release. No record of her death. History moved on, as it always does. Why this story matters? Because this was not one girl. It was thousands. Across empires, across centuries. Girls whose suffering was normalized. Whose pain was legalized. Whose silence was enforced. They were not victims of monsters. They were victims of systems. Final message: history often celebrates kings, wars, and victories. But the real cost of empires is measured in people we never learn the names of. She had no statue, no grave, no justice, only a story, waiting to be remembered, fade to black, silence, and a truth history never wanted to admit. Power survives by teaching the weak to disappear.